Hey everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to Robot Boy. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at what is behind that door in No Man's Sky. For those unaware as to which door I'm referring to, I'm talking about that large circular door located at the back of the Anomaly spaceship behind Nada and Polo. Back in August of 2017, when Atlas Rises was released, the third major update for No Man's Sky, the space anomaly was introduced to No Man's Sky for the first time as part of the Artemis storyline. While searching through the universe to uncover the truth about Artemis's fate, you are introduced to Nada and Polo as they suddenly warp in front of you. A large spherical machine with a single entrance floats in space, inviting you to enter. As you land, you realize that this is not like the space stations you've seen, nor the freighters. This is something different. This is something unique. Nada and Polo wait to help and aid you on your journey and your story. Off to the left hand side as you enter this ship is an ancient machine lying dormant for the beginning of your story. What does this machine do? Well, the only way to find out is to progress through the story. I'm not going to give any spoilers for that, by the way. Behind Nada and Polo at the back of the room sits a door. No matter what you did in Atlas Rises, the door never unlocked. After many attempts to open it through various means, players in the No Man's Sky community eventually agreed that the door was indeed permanently locked. You could not access it, there was nothing behind it. Strange, considering this new ship was designed specifically to be added in as part of the new story and only had 3 external sections from the main room. One being, of course, the landing pad where you enter, one being the ancient machine I just mentioned, and the other now being this locked door. How odd that Hello Games would add this door without any intention of it being used for anything. Alas, this was the case and we had to deal with it. Leading up to No Man's Sky next, players then began to speculate that we might actually finally be able to know what is behind the door. A common theory was that the character customization menu or terminal, or however the customization would manifest itself in Next, would be behind this door, or at least something wildly new and game changing. However, when Next dropped, we quickly found out that the character customization could be done in any space station and could even be done at our own bases if we built the right terminal. So what was behind the door? That's the real question here. Well, when Next launched, the door was still locked. We didn't find out when Next released what was behind it, and we thought maybe we wouldn't find out until a very long time. That was until now. So, I've actually had to re-record this entire video from this point onwards. Essentially, this video was all set and ready to be published since last week. I wrote it a few weeks ago, recorded it last week before I went on vacation, and it's been set to release in the same time it's releasing. It's just coincidentally, last night it was revealed what was going to be behind the door, and I can now reveal that a Quicksilver merchant, or more specifically, the Quicksilver synthesis companion, will be behind said closed door. So let's break this down in more detail if you don't understand what any of this means. So, in an experimental build of No Man's Sky available on PC, players found that the door actually unlocks in this build, and it leads to a brand new room featuring Mr. Synthesis. Okay, that's not his real name, but I'm going to stick with that. That's what I'm calling him for now. When you interact with the companion, Mr. Synthesis, he says that he is there to assist in the process of creation. You can then create exotic items using Quicksilver. Now, Quicksilver is a currency that does not currently exist within the game, but it will be added in along with the new weekly missions that Hello Games will be adding to No Man's Sky. Now, these were supposed to be in No Man's Sky Next right at the start after it released, but due to a ton of bugs and issues that came with Next, it had to be delayed. But it does seem as if it's coming relatively soon though, and we do get a glimpse here of what to expect to unlock using this currency. Firstly, okay, when I saw this, I thought this was a joke, but no, this is actually something you can unlock in the game, is a new emote, and it's the Mind Blown emote, which is pretty much in reference to the now famous Sean Murray gif of him doing the exact same thing. I just love that. I love the comedic approach they're taking, being a bit meta with it. It's fantastic. Additionally, there is a new helmet, some new decals, and even some statues to purchase to show off in your bases. And there will be more added consistently as the weeks go on, which is amazing and really does add that extra layer of depth for community interaction and rewards. The official release of this build along with the weekly events is still unknown, but will likely, according to this, be coming relatively soon if it's pretty much ready and running and ready to be set in motion. So that's it everyone, please do leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Did you predict this was going to be behind the door? And if not, what did you think it was going to be before we found out it was the Quicksilver merchant? And are you looking forward to these weekly updates and rewards? Will you be taking part in them? As always, please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe to join me on this journey if you haven't done so already. And if you're feeling super generous, please do head down to my Patreon to support the channel, and a link to that is in the description below. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.